Hello and welcome back to this moon messages reading. So it is going to be slightly different today. I have only got the cards here. You won't see my face in this video as I am currently all over the place really in terms of like moving house and yeah, just not really set up to be able to do it how I normally do it today. So you're just seeing the cards. So yeah, you'll still hear my voice and yeah, no different really, just can't see my face. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the cards up as I go along like this, so you can see them though. So yeah, let's get on with the reading. So this is going to be your moon messages from the 25th of January 2024, and that is the full moon in Leo, until the new moon in Aquarius on the 9th of February. Okay, as you can see, I've already shuffled the cards. We've got our crystal back this time because last time we didn't have a crystal. We've actually got quite a lot of cards this time as well, whereas before we didn't have many. So I feel like we've kind of sprung back into action, okay, and got a lot going on, a lot of energy. Okay, so let's get straight into it. The first card we have is release. Let's put that up here. So yeah, release. And this is actually, I think it was in reverse. Yeah, it was in reverse, right? So there's something that you are kind of struggling to release, right? You are holding on to something really tightly, okay? Whether that's like a belief, or whether it's actually something like in your physical world, you're actually like struggling to let go of a person or a situation, or like I say, some beliefs or fears or something, right? Could be tangible, could be emotional, but it's something that you are really struggling to release, right? You're just gripping onto it. They're just showing me money as well, so I don't know if like you're holding on to your money tightly, you're not wanting to like spend it or you know, give it away. You're kind of really holding on to it, okay? So that's like you've got a firm hold on it, okay? Now we'll just let you know we have got a cat in the room, so she might jump up on the table in a minute, which I think she's going to do. And she'll try and walk over the cards probably. I don't know if you'll be able to see her. Probably not. Hang on a second. Oh, you might, no, okay, yeah, you won't see her, that's good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there for now, right? It might play into the rest of the card reading, but that feels quite separate. It feels like we just want to leave it there for now, okay? The next two cards were actually in the last moon messages, so I feel like it's a continuation of that message. So if you haven't watched the last moon messages, you might want to, because these two cards are in that, and so, you know, like I say, I feel like it continues. So we've got acceptance, okay, and we talked a lot about acceptance and how you are kind of working on accepting parts of yourself, accepting your true self, and kind of, you know, just owning who you are and accepting parts of you that you maybe didn't accept before, okay? And then we've also got pleasure, where we talked about doing things that bring you pleasure, okay, that bring you joy, and not just you know, doing things because other people want you to do them, doing things because they bring you joy and bring you pleasure, and finding the things that do bring you joy and pleasure and fun and excitement and all of those things, okay? So I feel to just mention those, so the energy is still there from the last reading. So like I say, if you want to watch the last reading, the main message is in there, but I do feel like this is a theme for this reading as well. And it's somehow linked to not releasing things as well. So I feel like you might still be stuck in a situation where you're not fully accepting yourself, or not fully embracing the things that bring you pleasure, okay? Because you're holding on to something from, you know, I'm hearing the words from the past actually. You might be holding on to something from the past as well, okay? And then that's kind of playing into this non-acceptance and not doing things that bring you joy, okay? So this might be for a select few of you. It's not going to apply to everyone because this is a general reading, so just, you know, take that if it does resonate with you. The next card we have is discernment. So this is where I feel like you need to really reflect on what you are doing, right? I think it was a yeah, it was a reading today. I channel these readings, like I do them pretty much every day, like these little mini readings, and I forget which day I've done them because I channel them and they just disappear as soon as I've done them out of my mind. But I'm trying to think whether it's today's. It's going to really bug me now what today's was. No, it's completely gone. I'm hoping it'll come back to me. But yeah, discernment is about kind of discerning what you really want to do and what you don't want to do, and it's really like paying attention to what brings you happiness and joy and fulfillment, right? And I think you will only know that if you give things a go, right? So if you step out of your comfort zone, if you actually try new things, and you give yourself a chance, right, to step into other things in life, to take risks, and you know, and actually do things differently to what you normally do. Oh no, it's just come to me, today's message was about environment, so it might play into it. You know, you might be like looking at your life and taking stock of like your environment, so your work, your home, your friendship groups, like what's in your environment, taking stock of those things and asking yourself, do these bring me pleasure? Do these bring me joy, right? And it's evaluating these areas of your life, evaluating, you know, am I happy in this area? Like, you know, does this area in my life, or does this environment, or these people, or the situation, do they bring me joy, or do they make me stressed? Do they make me anxious? Do they make me tired? You know, and it's really discerning what's right and wrong for you, and what you need to make, the areas in your life where you need to make changes, okay? And then I feel like you will kind of get to know yourself on a much deeper level, and be able to start making different choices for yourself and making better choices for yourself, okay? The next card we have is Go Wild. So I feel this is where I talked about taking risks, okay? So, you know, the lion always brings through an energy of bravery and courage, okay? And you do have to be brave to step away from, to release things, right? To release things that aren't serving you, to you know, maybe if you have like looked at areas in your life and you think, oh, I can't, you know, it really drains me being around these types of people, or it really tires me out, or, you know, takes my happiness away being in this job or this house or whatever it is, right? You then have to be brave, and you have to do something about that, and you have to say, right, so I need to make these changes. What can I do? Do I have to step away from these people? Do I have to change jobs? Do I have to move house? Like, you have to make those big, bold choices. But actually, you know, sometimes we have to take those risks in life to uncover like who we truly are, and, you know, to find our true happiness and our true peace, and, you know, whatever feelings you're going for, that can sometimes be the only way to do that. And maybe up to this point you've been in this energy where you just struggle to release, and you just grip onto something for, you know, for the sake of, I don't know, maybe keeping the peace, or just feeling stable and secure, and feeling safe, and you don't want to rock the boat, and, you know, and you worry about things going wrong. But actually, you know, are you, and I've talked about this in a previous moon messages, I think it was the last one, where I said, you know, the longer you leave it, the more hurt and pain you're actually going to cause yourself, okay? And it's going to get worse for you. So at some point you're going to have to release this, so you're going to have to be bold and brave, okay? You're going to have to take risks. So that's what that Go Wild card is about. It's like taking risks. The full moon here, full moon in Leo, that's what we're in, right? It's about being bold and brave, and releasing. So full moon energy is all about releasing. It's about releasing things that don't make you happy, that don't serve you, okay? Okay, and then the next two cards we have are Work Through Your Feelings. Okay, work through your feelings, and take a breather. Now this is about being gentle with yourself, right? Being kind to yourself through these changes, because it is not easy to make these huge changes. It does feel like big changes. It doesn't feel like little mini changes, right? It feels like big decisions that you've got to make, and that's not easy. Like, you know, it's probably going to cause some disruption, and you know, it might not go down well with certain people, or you know, it might rock your boat a little for a little while, but know that in the long run it's going to make things so much better for you, and you're going to be so much happier and more peaceful, right? So be kind to yourself through this, right? Give yourself compassion and empathy for how hard it is going to be, or how hard it is for you. Know that, you know, you can honour your feelings through this. You know, if you're really struggling, you know, be kind to yourself. Like, yes, I am struggling, right? I am gonna do this, but I need to take my time, or I need to just take a breath before I do, right? I keep seeing someone jumping off a cliff. I don't know why, but seeing someone jumping off a cliff, but I'm seeing someone just pausing before they do that. They don't just run and jump, right? They're taking a breather before they do it. Also seeing someone jumping out of a plane, but like before you jump out of a plane, you kind of prepare yourself. And you know, a lot of people who I've seen do skydiving, they don't just, you know, go straight away. Often you see people who haven't done it before, and they're just like calming themselves, they're breathing, they're taking big deep breaths before they do it. They're mentally preparing themselves, right? So that's what I feel you have to do. I mean, sometimes, yeah, being, you know, jumping in the deep end is a good thing, but on this occasion, I feel like it's a big thing for you, and it means a lot to you, and you're gonna have to initially just take a few breaths and be kind to yourself before you make that decision, right? But be careful, because the longer you take, the more you can get into your mind, and your mind can talk you out of things. So just don't leave it too long, okay? But yeah, it's time to like really work through your feelings. These were facing this way, which is towards me, and generally that means like going inwards. So, you know, really kind of be kind inside to yourself, like whatever you've got coming up for you, go internally, speak kind words to yourself, breathe, right? Take those slow breaths that will bring you back to the present moment. Okay, the next two cards we have are also facing towards me, and we've got release control and speak your world into being. And we have had these cards before, but they do mean a slightly different thing this time. So again, they're facing towards me, which is kind of going internally, like paying attention to what's going on for you. They're about speaking like kind words again, you know, and speaking about what you want to see in your external reality, right? So be careful with your words, because your words can be so strong. So don't keep like being critical to yourself. Don't keep talking about like, oh, it's not happening yet, or you know, I never have enough money, or I never I'm not good enough, or you know, or it's not happening at all, it's never going to happen for me. Like all of these negative words, they will externalize, right? So just be careful about what you're speaking into your existence, right? And change that up to more kinder, loving, positive words, right? Because words have power. The release control card is interesting, because I actually got through a message of other people trying to control you, right? So if this release card, where you have worried about like where you've held on to someone or something or whatever, I feel like it's linked to fears about how someone else might react, okay? And that's, I mean, it's not for everyone, but I feel like that might be linked to someone who's maybe worried about someone else wanting to be in control of your life. Maybe you've got that thought process and it's not actually true. Maybe it is true. Maybe someone in your life has tried to control what you do, and you know, and your choices and actions, right? So it does say release here, okay? So you have to release those thoughts of someone else being in control of your life. You are in control of your life, okay? You have free will, and if you're an adult, right, you shouldn't be controlled by anyone other than yourself, right? So take your power back and release other people's control. They don't have any right to control what you do in your life. It's your life, okay? So sounds to me like you have to take back your power and take back your confidence in yourself, okay? Then we have the last two cards in the moon cards are Be Real. Goes pretty well with the rest of these cards. And See the Bigger Picture. And this is about manifestation and what we manifest into our reality, okay? So Be Real is that, you know, it's taking back that control. It's accepting yourself as you are completely, being your authentic self, speaking your truth. So again, speak your world into being is about speaking your truth as well, right? It's actually about speaking up for yourself in terms of what you need, right? So being fully accepting of yourself, getting in touch with your feelings, knowing exactly what you want from life, what you want instead of the situation you're in at the moment, and asking for what you need, right? So it's getting clear on what you need, getting clear on what you want for your life, and then asking for it, right? That could be asking the person that you're with, could be asking your boss, could be asking your family, could be just like asking the universe, right? Speak it into being, ask for it, claim it as yours, know that you deserve it, and you know, once you've put the order in, it will be on its way to you, right? As long as you keep those words positive, keep those thoughts positive, and keep accepting yourself, being kind to yourself, and then you'll start to see that in your reality. You'll start to see the bigger picture. You'll start to see that everything that we say, that we think, that we believe, that we do, that we choose, will be externalized in our reality, whether that's good or bad, right? So it's up to you how you want to bring that in. Do you want to bring in the negative things? Do you want to bring the positive things in? And just, you know, pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, how you're speaking. You are in control, remember? Okay. So that's all the moon cards. And we now have the crystal of the moon cycle. So crystal of the moon cycle is kyanite, and it's number 28, and 2 and 8 together is 10. 10 is about completion, right? So it's completing a pattern, completing a cycle, completing projects, completing like goals, right? It's really positive number. It's coming full circle. Yeah, so it feels really positive. So I'm just going to read out the message in the book for this. So the essential meaning of kyanite is resolving disputes, diplomacy, restoring harmony, mending fences and building bridges. Harmony means that even though we are all different, we can blend our unique voices to create an ethereal chorus that uplifts us all. Kyanite Spirit's message is that now is an excellent time for fixing those sour notes that have appeared, resolving any disputes and healing any rifts for the good of all. Although we each have our own ways, we can learn so much and gain tremendous support when we let go of our rigid my way or the highway attitude, recognizing that we are all imperfect. Looking for our commonalities can steady us when we're feeling a bit shaky. Tune into others and work towards harmony. You will find yourself growing and becoming stronger as a result. At this time, honesty is required. Be willing to look more clearly at others, your situation and yourself, so that you can find ways to work together and find common ground if possible. We are all imperfect, but love and commitment to fairness helps us heal ourselves and relationships. There is a value in different perspectives, and we can agree to disagree, for many voices are needed in a choir. We are called to delight in differences, for we have to lean on each other, and we're always interconnected. Keep this in mind as you take action to heal hurt feelings and reconnect with others in a tribe. Relationship message. You may be right and have the best idea in the room, but Kyanite Spirit is here to tell you that in this moment you are called to be the bigger person, the diplomat seeking to connect on a level of mutual understanding. There is a reason you wanted to connect with this person or people, and now you have the power to do so in a healthy way that honours you and them. They will learn from your modelling of diplomacy. You might be surprised by how much more readily your wisdom is heard when you reach out in love before trying to sway someone with logic. Mend fences and then watch how much easier it is to harmonise with another. It's possible you've attracted a relationship where you are doing all the emotional work and the other person takes and sucks up all your energy. If so, Kyanite reminds you that you can always say no and end things if balance can't be reached. If this is your choice, know that it's okay to free yourself from the conflict. Prosperity message. We all have different ideas about the best way to secure our safety and build our wealth. The conscious universe wants everyone to prosper, and Kyanite Spirit is here to remind you that moving over rifts and restoring balance in yourself leads to greater wealth for everyone. This crystal also reminds you that it's fine to take a break when you recognise that you are overworked and not seeing results for your efforts. Let go and leave space for something better to reveal itself. There's no need to get attached to the form of your... There's no need to get attached to the form your wealth takes or go over old wounds and losses again and again. Learn and move on, for much abundance is available to you and new opportunities await. Make peace with others and space for your new opportunities. Your abundance will surely flourish. Crystal Spirit Meditation. Meditation with Kyanite clears the chakras and energy field. It brings harmony to situations where differing viewpoints exist and assists in resolution. This is an excellent stone to carry when attending meetings where diplomacy is required. Okay, I thought that was quite good because it did talk, I mean, obviously in this reading it did talk about, you know, people that you're worried about, like people who might not agree with your choices, right? So this is about creating harmony in those relationships and, you know, just maybe finding ways to ask for your needs that, you know, helps to balance a relationship, that helps to, you know, help them see your point of view, but in a more loving way, right? So it's about finding your words that you want to speak as well, but, you know, talking from the heart, also standing up for yourself, not just kind of people pleasing all the time and, you know, and just going like along with their views all the time and their opinions, because that just makes you bitter and resentful. So it is finding that balance, like I said. Okay, so yeah, Kyanite is a really good crystal for that if you want to get yourself one, or, you know, just take the message. So that is the moon messages for the next 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time I will be in my new room, I'm in my new house, and yeah, I will see you there. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.